Hello everyone. I am going to talk about jam preparation and strategy. I will talk my strategy also. So I gave IT jam in 2022 and got the All India rank 56. And okay, so this was the my rank. Now, first of all, I will briefly introduce what it is and uh, who can give it. If someone is new to IT Jam, this, but I guess if you are watching this video, you are already know what it is and how can you give. So it is basically for the masters, for the courses for masters in ITs. Not only ITs, also NITs, also NITs, ISERs, and some more engineering institutes in India. So there are many colleges which takes admission on the basis of Jam Bank and Jam scorecard. Now, talking about uh, what is the syllabus of it and how can you can prepare and what are the some mistakes you should avoid. I must say that jam exam, talking about MA mathematics part, is not about knowing many things and mugging up many theorems and concepts. Rather than it is more about having the problem solving skill, also having the uh, tackling these pressure situation. What I mean that, like, if you have given some lengthy applied applied and some tricky question, you should be able to solve it within given time frame. So these are the things which are required for getting a good rank in ITM. And also, uh, you can prepare in some 5 to 6 months. If you have time, you can just spend more time. uh, but I would suggest, give some months to it and study consistently. You will get a good rank. So now I'm going to briefly talk about my strategy and what should be the a good strategy to study mathematics for the mathematics part and give exam and get a good rank. So let's move ahead to the syllabus part only, and then I will talk how we can get a good rank. Now you can see that they have divided the syllabus into the three major parts: real sys, multivariable calculus, differential equation, and here it is, algebra. I will majorly talk. This is one major topic one, two. This is also three. This is four. This is five. This is nothing but linear algebra part. So this is only six, and this is seven. So there are majorly seven topics out there. So what I did, that I started my preparation. Uh, I gave my first attempt when I was in my PhD third year. You can give into final year, but I got some rank into 2000s, if I'm not wrong. And 2000 rank is a good rank, but talking about getting into ITs, it is not good. You have to be less than 200. These days, I don't know what are the criteria. Like many many students, since seats are same and number of students are increasing, so maybe I don't know, maybe it has gone up to also some increases also. So let's not talk about admission process. Rather talk about strategy part. Okay. So what I did that, I have given since I had given already first attempt, I knew my mistakes. Uh, my mistakes were only the revision part itself. So I know I made sure that I do not make silly mistakes this time. So what I did that, I started with group theory part. Firstly, I studied this part. Why I chose group theory as my first topic to study? Because Group theory builds logic, and since it is the one of the um, that those topics which students do not like to study and they consider it as a hard topic. What I did, I completed in a very beginning of the preparation so that I can give as much as time to group theory. Maybe certainly 2.5 months I gave to it, and certainly it pays. It was worth it. I will talk how it helps me in the linear algebra and other topics also. Firstly, I studied group theory and then linear algebra, and then I studied function of one variable part, and then function of two variable, following with sequence series, and then integral calculus, and then differential equation. What books I used? I used I mean, I used only standard books only, but also I referred many advanced books also. So I will just write side by side. For the sequence series part, I referred SK Mappa. It's a good book, easy to easy to read. Bartel also. Ah, okay. Now function of one variable I used uh, again SK Mappa. Bartel I took some topic references, but I also saw Sengage calculus for the function part, and then function of several variable SC Malik and Savita Arora. And then for the integral calculus, I don't think I referred any book, but I just solved some practice books. Let's say practice book, any book. You can refer any book. For theory part, you don't need any book particularly. Differential question, yeah. For this, my standard book was SL Ross for the theory part, and I for the practice part since uh, I focus on rigorous practicing, I used some part of MD Rasimani, but SL Ross is uh, good enough. No, there is no need to refer any other book. For the matrices and finally, this is nothing but linear algebra. This I referred Stephen Friedberg, this is good book. Also, Fusion Rank, but Fusion Rank is advanced book. Do not read in the initial phase of application. Also, some part from Gilbert Strong. Gilbert Strong. I'm forgetting the name of book, but Gilbert Strong is the author of that book. Now, for the group part, I referred Joseph A. Gallien, and for the number theory part, since there are some topics which in a group theory, which are from number theory part, I solved, I guess, Burton number theory, number theory. Also, I solved some problems from Husty, but this is an advanced book. I do not suggest to start with this. There is one also a good book, The Midfield, but focus on these two books only in initial phase. I will talk about advanced books later on. So now these are my references which I follow throughout the year. Now I'm talking about the syllabus. If you see that syllabus is very concise and not very vast, but do not mistook, but do not take lightly, since there are some questions which every year come from some out of the syllabus. Students complain that the topics are not mentioned in the syllabus, and how can you how can you give questions? For example, if you can see that there is some in the group part, there is no mention of classes, conjugacy classes, but there are some questions in every year which you can solve by conjugacy classes, also CO theorem. So these are the topics you should definitely study apart from the syllabus. Now talking about the strategy part. So my strategy, my strategy, if I sum it up, was only to follow two or three principles. First one is to build problem solving skill rather than mugging up many things and many concepts, and try by my own, try by my own, because it helps to build problem solving skill. And other one was the practice practice more questions, and also, like, let me talk about in little bit detail. First, I completed the syllabus. This should be your first priority. And when I completed the first reading of every topic, I started, revising topic on a daily basis. I used to give 15 to 20 minutes every day, and the rest of the time I used to solve. Suppose this is the time slots. I used to start my day 9 p.m. and every 2 hour, this is 2 hour slot. I used to take 30 minutes, 15 to 20 minute break, and then this used to my day look like. What I used to do, used to do is that I used to solve. First of all, I solved the questions from the book itself, which I mentioned. Then I started mm, solving questions from TIFR PYQ, PYQ, and BHM PYQ, GATE PYQ. Uh, you can also prefer CSI. CSI are some good, but these were my standard. And then some plus advanced books. After completing this by my own, I used to search what would be the solution. I never asked any of my friends to give me the complete solution because it not going to help you. मतलब ये कोई helpful ही नहीं है. So you should not ask. You can definitely ask about the hint part. Then when I completed this, I started solving AMS book, which is nothing but advanced book for KMSs. After AMS, I solved problems from some AP Singh book. AP Singh book are these are nothing but for the jam material. You can see on any Amazon or Flipkart. You can definitely find out these books here for every topic. And then after that, I started giving tests on December and Jan month, and all the full length tests, abilities, and all the topic wise tests. And then I figured out how can I rectify my negative marking. And this was the my strategy. I briefly told you about my strategy. What what I think mistakes you should avoid. First mistakes students do is they do not focus on problem solving skill. They rather just try to mug up some concepts and theorems, and they eventually it's up to you if you want to study some books or not. But definitely you should solve problems by your own. Do not take help from anyone. At least you should try on your own for at least 1 or 2 times if you are not getting to something, and then you should definitely ask another person. Second is they are not consistent with what they decide. If you have decided that you will follow certain path, just stick to that plan with 1 or 2 months. Definitely you will see some results. Third one is that they see they try to cover everything from the syllabus, or rather they just start from those topics like OD, reliances, and some applied topics first, rather than building the logic part. Why I started with the group theory is that it builds the logic part. If you know group theory well, definitely linear algebra is easy for you. If linear algebra is easy for you, then algebra part is almost done. And then again, talking about reliances, function of one variable and two variable. These are the fundamental topics. You should definitely start with these topics only and try to solve first easy part and then medium part and then the hard questions. Do not jump to directly medium part and hard part. Just try to solve as much as easy problems you can. And then fourth mistakes they generally people did is that they get demotivated easily if they not score very score. If you are not scoring, not scoring in test, they think that they should study something else. No, you should focus on the what areas you are lacking and just study those only. Yeah, fifth one is not revising enough. Not revising enough. So these are the some mistakes which students usually do. Apart from that, my book list. I have already mentioned many times, and book list also I have shared many. I guess uh, I have I used to have one PDF where I have mentioned. If I get, I will attach to this video. So yeah, this was the strategy, and all the best. So if you are watching this video, uh, definitely try, giving some months to it, and be consistent. Be consistent. Believe in yourself. First of all, you have to believe in yourself that you can get a good rank and and achieve a good. Definitely, going into IT is one of the good thing. If you are planning to study, uh, going into higher education, like if you are planning to go into PhDs, and also if you are not going to pure field PhD, you should definitely do a master's in from IITs. There are many opportunities here. We'll talk about some other day what you can do here. So yeah, this was my strategy. Thank you.